about 20 kilometers away from the city centre. You can see behind me a large group of Syrian government internal security forces who have been brought into the area. The situation definitely appears to have calmed down a bit. I wouldn't describe the ceasefire as anything other than fragile and shaky, and it could go either way at the moment. But overnight they have erected berms and built barricades to stop the hundreds, thousands of Arab tribal fighters who'd massed around this area and who were battling Druze militia inside Sweida city. They're all being kept away, we're 20 kilometers away from the city centre, and they have withdrawn. They were struggling to implement the ceasefire. There was a lot of very violent clashes, and we saw a lot of dead bodies on the streets. They appeared to have been executed. A number of them had gunshot wounds to the back of their heads. There have been reports of kidnappings. There's a lot of material which is going viral on social media posts, and that is incentivizing all of these these fighters and the fighting. And President al-Shara, who's head of a very new government, having come to power and toppling Bashar al-Assad, the long-time dictator, just in December, has been really struggling to keep a hold of this situation. Tensions are still very inflamed because they're not sure. They keep on saying, these Arab tribal groups, that they are not against the Druze, that this is not a sectarian fight, although it looks very much like that to outsiders like myself and many others, but they're directing their ire, their anger against one particular leader, a cleric called Hikmat Hajjari, who's leading a particular Druze faction. He's a very influential, powerful cleric, but who has called on Israel to intervene midweek, and you saw the bombings of key military installations, the Ministry of Defence in Damascus, as well as a number of forces positions here. Those airstrikes, Israeli airstrikes, killed hundreds of Syrian troops.